Welcome to the Hard Hat Training Series. Today we will discuss the operation, maintenance, and safety standards of truck-mounted forklifts. Forklifts of all kinds move loads from one place to another, but the construction industry developed a need for a different kind of forklift, one that can easily travel to various construction sites to unload materials. To meet this need, forklift manufacturers created truck-mounted forklifts. They become more common every year. Truck-mounted forklifts are especially light and maneuverable, so they travel easily and can adapt to the ground they may find at an unloading site. They do not use counterbalances; instead, they use stabilizers to shift the fulcrum under the load. However, even if they are light and maneuverable, truck-mounted forklifts still have their dangers. Consider the following story. Nelson was at a construction site, moving pallets of 2x4s off a flatbed with a truck-mounted forklift. The site had some rough terrain, so Nelson tried to drive his forklift slower than normal. Nelson drove his lift carefully toward the truck, extended the forks, and lifted the load. Once he'd tilted the load back towards the cab to secure it, he began backing up so he could safely lower the load to travel height. Unfortunately, Nelson didn't look behind him as he backed up and backed into a deep hole, which caused the machine to tip over. To make matters worse, Nelson hadn't buckled his seatbelt. Because of this, he fell out of the cab and was fatally injured. This accident is not an isolated incident. Research shows that around 70% of all accidents involving forklifts could be avoided with proper training. The purpose of this training is to teach you how to safely operate a truck-mounted forklift. Note that no two types of forklifts are the same and neither are their respective trainings. Counterbalance, stand-up, and other types of forklifts each require their own training. Throughout the course of this training, we will emphasize the importance of a thorough pre-shift inspection. We will also look at the anatomy of the machine, both inside and out. You will need to know all the parts of your machine to perform an adequate inspection. We will also discuss stability and how it is fundamental to forklift operation, particularly truck-mounted forklifts. These machines tend to tip over more frequently than other equipment, so we will go over how to avoid these accidents as well as what to do in the event of a rollover. You must be trained and certified before operating a truck-mounted forklift. Your personal safety is important. We will explain some crucial safety principles you need to know as you operate a truck-mounted forklift. These principles include personal protective equipment, ergonomics, and your overall health. Work sites are full of hazards that can endanger you, your coworkers, and your machine. Your tasks may require you to operate your forklift in a variety of environments that may present unique risks. With that in mind, we will conclude with a description of some dangers to look out for at your work sites.